I understand.
And your name is?
Malachi Spencer, Malachi.
Your date of birth? You're 18?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your address? What's your phone number? Okay. Today's date is October 8th, 2024, and it's 4:51 a.m. Okay. Tell me what you know.
This guy was the boyfriend of Leanna Higginbotham.
Okay, which guy?
The dead guy.
Dead guy. Do you know
My
his name?
boss wife.
Forgive me for writing so much, is because if I don't want to miss anything, and I don't want to forget
I need as
anything.
much as we can.
Okay. Boyfriend to?
Leanna Higginbotham. EANNA HIGGEN BOTHAN. THAN.
Now, so he was the boyfriend?
I don't know if we got
Okay.
times after the first incident.
Okay. How do you know this Leanne?
Family friend. Almost like a family member.
Okay. All right. You said that you guys cut ties. Did you cut ties with Leanna?
Yes, after this incident happened.
Okay.
Because a couple months ago, this guy had my up 2 times, I believe. And she had trusted him because he was so close in the family. I don't know all evidence he found on that first case because he still hasn't gone to court for that yet. He was arrested, bonded out, and then given September. September moved to December, where we're going to hit him with more charges than they were in September because they found more evidence. They took her home for evidence, and then she got an iPad for school, and I guess she downloaded. There's probably Snapchat that this happened on. My guess. I didn't know who this was going on. I got a call at 1:10 this morning saying that my was missing.
Who called you?
My mom.
So prior to any of this, had said anything to you about him reaching back out?
No. And honestly, I thought everything was good. I mean, she, after the first incident was very poorly, obviously, and then just recently she started to open back up and start to let her old self kind of show through, so I thought everything was fine.
Yeah.
He must have just reached out very recently, I assume.
Would you happen to know what Snapchat Nate log on?
I don't have it on there. Not supposed to have.
Oh.
So then I got the call. I drove out to my house, my parents' house. When I got there, my mom said that my dad had just driven by chasing the vehicle with and a cop had just passed. So I followed the cop. The cop didn't know where to go. So I passed the cop when it was stopped and safe to do so. And I arrived on the scene. Michael's truck, a white Ford, was in the ditch. And my dad had pitted him into said ditch. And my dad had to pull out in front of him, take the put in my truck. My dad was then taken into custody.
So, I'm sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but so you get there, you drive past.
I arrived there before the cops did.
Oh, you did?
Yes. The cop had stopped down the road, and I passed the cop because I knew where it happened at because my was on the phone with my dad. And passed the cop, arrived on the scene, got then the cops arrived, took my dad into custody. And then I guess you could say it took us into custody too. I don't know the term. Detained. And then that's when I saw that he was dead. Lost was dead. They were trying to resuscitate him.
So your dad told you to take it.
He didn't tell me that he was dead. I assumed the guy was dead, but he didn't tell
Did
me.
you see him laying there?
I didn't until after we got pulled out of the truck. I actually even looked over there to see if I didn't see him.
Okay. So you said that the white truck, did you see your dad hit?
No, I got there after the fact. So
Okay.
what I found out after was my dad had gotten out of the truck to get and probably take care of the guy, but before my dad could get to the truck, popped out with a knife and charged my dad. Okay. And this is not coming from my dad, this is coming from I haven't even spoken to my dad yet. Okay. I spoke to my dad for 3 seconds and all I said was, take get in the truck and wait. And don't come out.
How did you get in front of Mike's truck?
No, so this is the road.
Uh-huh.
I came from this way.
Uh-huh.
Mike's truck was in a ditch over here.
Uh-huh.
My dad's truck was behind Mike's truck. Okay. And then I pulled around my dad.
Oh, from your dad. Okay.
To block traffic.
Yeah.
Put my hazards on because he's surrounded in. I then asked what had happened. That came out with a knife, charged my dad. My dad had shot him, and then took my and put her in the truck. And yeah. But prior to the chase, I had asked he had contacted her and told her that the previous incident was not and that it was true love, and he would never want her. And so he manipulated her into coming out and property. Mm-hmm. He picked her up from our property and drove her to his house right there.
So they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta go take care of something.
Did she not say they did?
She didn't tell me that. But then we haven't talked to her. But I gotta make arrangements.
We don't, you guys,
Right, yeah.
we don't.
Yeah.
So we try to traumatize individuals less, right?
Right.
So we don't, if you continue to ask, if I come to you and have you tell me the story, then come to you and have you tell the story, and they come to you and it's repeated, right? So we try not to do that. We have them to do that, for instance.
Do we need her to finish this or?
I want her to hear a little bit, yeah, I do. I want her to continue to hear that way she can continue to write it. But I do have a few more questions. So when you got there and you went around, you're done and you parked. Where was when you pulled up?
In my dad's passenger seat.
She was in your dad's truck. And where is your dad standing?
In his driver's side door, probably putting his firearm away. I don't know, so don't hold that. He was just standing in his driver's side door, waiting for the cops, probably. I think he was on the phone with the police. I'm not sure though, because they drove past our house, and last that I and my mom spoke to him, we told him to come to our house. We didn't know that,
Real quick, did you say where at in his house?
no. If I had to assume, probably a bedroom or a living room. Yeah, so the cops had drove past our house, even though we told them it was at our house. We told them to come to our house. So I assumed my dad had called the police and told me he was chasing them. My dad's not a murderer.
Did your dad, when you got there, did he tell you that he had already talked to the mother?
No, I knew he talked to him because I stopped at my house to make sure she was okay. Because my first instinct when I woke up was to go to the previous places he took her. And I was just like, there's no way he brought her back there. So I called my mom and that's what she went to the house to check. When I got to they just crashed because it was 3 minutes from my house, and that cop, sheriff came flying by in a truck, and then that's when I hopped in my truck, followed the sheriff, and the sheriff had stopped. So I went around the sheriff to show the sheriff where it was. We knew exactly where it was.
Did you, from when your mom called you to when you got to your house, did you go anywhere else looking for him?
I went to Leanna Higgum Muffins' house. I did not go on her property. I briefly drove by just to see if his vehicle was in the driveway, and I didn't bother at all. Even if he was there, I wasn't going to go in. I would have called the police because I knew he wouldn't kill her. I was very assured. I was very firmly believing that he was going to kill her.
So he doesn't live with Leanna.
He has his own house, and they probably aren't even together. I don't know. We haven't talked to her. Am I allowed to? No, probably not.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Okay. So when you got to, was your mom on the phone with your dad and that?
She was on the phone with someone, but she was so distraught. Every time I asked, I couldn't really convince her. I believe it was my dad. But then I asked her when we were here, and she didn't give me a straight answer. So I was like, how did the cops know to go past our house? She was like, they must have called the cops. So I was like, well, you're on the phone with Dad. How did the cops know that we got by? So she was very distraught. And she feels terrible. So
I cannot imagine what you, your mom, your dad. I can't imagine. And you know what I told your mom, it's not, this is a bad word, but I'm sure everything that you're feeling is normal. If normal is the term
right.
to utilize it.
It's justified. Justified.
So, okay. So you took from your dad's vehicle to yours.
Yes.
Did you stay in your truck?
Yes. Until I was prompted to get into the back of the sheriff's.
Okay. Did your dad come over to your truck or did he stay?
He stayed in the car. Not in the car, he stayed at his vehicle. Because the cop was, or the sheriff was right behind us. So I just took him out of the vehicle. I tried to give him a hug because I figured if you were there, he didn't want any problems with anybody.
So what did say once you guys got in the vehicle?
She that he had texted it was love and not rape. And I assume there's more to go with that. And manipulation. She told me that he had pitched up by our house, just pretty much right in front of our house. There's some woods, probably 30 yards away. Picked her up, brought her to his house, did what he did, and it was en route to drop her back home. That's what she used. Maybe that's true, but then I got behind them somewhere around the Dollar General on 31 and started chasing them, prompting him to pull over, honking something.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
That's when my dad did it then. And took care of it.
Didn't say anything, so don't say it. So, you say that you got behind him, or my did. So he started following him, that their dad paid him where the accident was. Did say anything about anything else that he had text or that Mike had said to you?
No, I didn't even ask. I didn't.
Okay.
I figured there's proof all over that iPad that I found proof from this last time. I was assured he was going to kill him. I mean, if he's going to prison in 3 months, what use does he have?
So you thought that he was going to kill him?
We all believed he was going to kill him.
Did she say anything about him having the knife prior to him getting out of the vehicle?
So the way I got this information, I said, I didn't ask about the charging with the knife until after I knew he had a knife. I said, did he have a gun? Well, first I said, did he have a weapon? Yes. And then I said, did he have a gun? No. I said, did he have a knife? Or maybe I said, what did he have? He had a knife. And I guess he never threatened to use it on her. I don't believe. He's more of the type to just go. He's just a monster. He gets pleasure out of it.
So did you see a knife anywhere out there?
No, I didn't even.
You didn't go up to the...
No. My dad didn't let me.
So he said that when he got there, that he hadn't gotten his truck with him, and that they both stayed in the truck and that the dad sat the driver's side of his vehicle, and that the cop showed up right after he did.
At any point in time, did how she felt about Mike?
That when we were in my vehicle, she told me that it was all her fault, and that she, no, not that I could really give good. I don't know really enough to put it on there. It's probably a waste of time or be misworded. All I know is she was not completely comfortable with Michael. She told me that the second he pulled up, she automatically just regretted even agreeing to do it. And that she heard God tell her that Michael's probably going to die that night in his office. And she felt God would help her. And that was praying to God, blurs it all out. And I said, I don't know if God works like that. I hope so. But she wasn't, I don't know how she felt. I know how Michael wanted.
Yeah.
Michael wanted to feel comfortable. That's what he wants. He's not a violent. He's not a violent person. I don't think. I mean, he's violent, but he's not. He would rather do it without struggle so that he can come again. And that was his plan. And, I don't know. That's all I got for that.
So instead of him, you said earlier that he so instead of forcing, it was more making.
That's making a connection, make feel safe. That's almost worse to me than
It is.
like it's just like someone who's not someone who does it spontaneously, thinks about it every day. That's disgusting. And I hope he burns in hell. I have no remorse for him. I hate that. I had to kill him. I hate that. I hate that. But I mean, we didn't do that the first time because it's you don't want to kill somebody.
Well, no,
And
no one wants to kill him.
it happens again. So it's like we do this one. From what I was told, I guess he had been in self-defense, so that justifies something.
Did Micah tell you what the knife looked like or anything?
No, I was actually thinking about that in here as far as his pocket knife or I don't know. Yeah.
I don't.
Is there anything else you think we need to know? Um, so, when we were talking about being at his house, did she say how long they were at?
She was gone for probably 2 hours. And I asked her that around probably 1:40, probably around that time. Yeah, gone for about 2 hours. 2 hours
Prior to that.
Right, prior to that. Okay. From the time I asked her to that time. So she was probably with him for about an hour and a half. And then from the time of the incident to when I asked her, probably about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes.
So, I'm sorry.
So she was probably from about 1:45-ish.
Yeah.
It was 2 hours prior to that when she got picked up. So, and at 1:45, the incident had already taken place in the back of the police vehicle for about 20, 30 minutes at least, yeah. So, she was probably with him for an hour, hour and a half.
Maybe around 11:30.
Yeah, somewhere around that time. Yeah. And he was, if I had to assume, he was closer to Cabot, so probably 20 minutes away from our house. So, about 40 minutes of drive time.
So she was with him about approximately an hour, hour and a half.
Do you know?
And he was,
I'm not sure. I was calling the police station to find his address. I don't know.
You don't feel as well.
I assume so.
did that lady that he was boyfriend and girlfriend with, once all the other stuff came out, or the first incident came out, did she break up with him? Did she stay with him? Or
We haven't spoken to her since then because my dad showed up the first time to, not to kill him, but to confront him.
yeah.
And she called the cops on him, on my dad. And so we cut her off after that.
Does your dad normally carry a gun on him?
Yes.
So it's normal for him. Okay.
He's a veteran. This is America. Carries his gun. Right.
Have you ever, in the past, have you ever seen your dad get violent or be violent, or has he ever been abusive to any of y'all?
Never abusive, never violent physically. Obviously, every family argues, and that's not fine. That's normal.
No, 100%. We're all not going to get along, right?
I've actually seen him have some disagreements in public where people have tested him and he's been the bigger man and walked away even when we had one incident, which you don't have to write this down, but he went to Atwoods and a lady yelled in his ear super loudly, and he has PTSD. So he started having an attack. And he de-escalated the situation. My dad is not violent. He wants no problems with the police. He just wants to live on his farm, pray to God, and wait for these crazy times for him to pass.
So do you know if he's ever been arrested or ever?
I think he's probably been arrested. Not for anything violent, I don't think. He told me one time when he was fresh out of the military, maybe 18 years old, he had beat up a cop or two on accident. The story for that was he got to an argument at the bar, left the bar. The cop came up behind him and put him in the chokehold. He assumed that it was the guy he got into an argument with, so he slammed him down and started fighting him. And then two cops, they got into a little thing, but other than, like, sober-minded, he's not.
So how long ago was it?
Oh, he's like 36, so maybe like 10, maybe longer than that. Like, I'm 18, like 15 years ago. Yeah. Fresh out of the army. No, lately he's actually doing very well mentally with his disability and all that. So this isn't like some like, I'm out to kill. He's not that kind of guy. He wants nothing to do with violence. He put down the dog, one of our dogs the other day. I mean, he's not a violent person. He's a good man. He did what he had to do.
He's a good father. He takes care of you guys.
Is there anything, can you explain to me the relationship between your dad and your...
So it's on and off. My dad is very work-driven, and he passed that down to me, obviously. When I was hurt.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good. Just give him direction, tell him how to get to weight off.
When I was her age, I 100%. And then when I got where I realized that his discipline was good for me, as most kids do. And so she on his face of like, oh, I hate my dad, this and that. And that's because, truly, he never raised he's his first. And so when he raised me, it was, all right, you're a man, you can help me work. Well, yeah, she doesn't need to go do farm stuff all the time, working like we do. So he gets slack on that, but sometimes regrets getting slack. But it's never like abusive. It's like, oh, you're lazy. Never like that. But funny enough, I talked to him and I was like, I know that you and Dad like kind of present that, but he did this because he loves you. He really loves you. He cares for you. He wants nothing to hurt you, and he's willing to throw his life away to protect you. And really hasn't been like that. I really have been so much better with that. Terrible that this happened.
You guys didn't come with a handbook. You're not born and someone give a handbook to a parent and say, this is how you parent.
They had me at 19, and I'm 18 now, so I've been there pretty much their entire life. So it's been a lot of living and learning. I definitely had it more rough than did, which made me who I am, but it is never an abusive household, so I think a lot of why fell for Michael's was because she'd been homeschooled for quite a while, and she never gotten the type of attention and affection that people look for. And so she just, I guess, took it where she could get it. And since she's so manipulated into thinking that's correct, and that's not correct. And I told her in the car, but it's my fault, it's not your fault. You think that you're mature and you know these things, but everyone feels that way until the day they die. You keep living and learning, but until you're 18, that's that's not your fault. I said, and she said, well, I consented to going. And I'm like, well, you can't consent to going anywhere with someone who's not in your guardian. I said, until my dad consent or a guardian consents, you didn't consent to anything. You were adopted. I mean, I would say, I don't know what the term would be, but you were taken without permission.
That's right. Your parents did very good with you.
It's
So
crazy. I told my dad, not today, honestly, but yesterday when I got off work. And I was like, man, I love you. And I appreciate Mike. Everything. It was so weird because we just had a really good talk about how good of a he was to me, even though it was he was definitely a lot harder than a lot of dads were, and I appreciate that.
you're going to see more and more the older you get. You're going to be like, man, that was right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was right. Man, that was right.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm an electrician, and I work with a lot of people older than me who are, even close to its mature, and I didn't get every day for that. So he's a good man. I don't know if I give him. Hold on. I don't know if I can live without him, really.
No.
That's it.
I can do anything for you. Okay? You know where we might be?
No,
Have you been over there?
I'm going to drop my friend off at their house, and then go to my house, and I'll go to their house and tell